Hi, it's your girl Aisha McKell, and we back with it. We're gonna do a little bump update, okay? Your girl is 21 weeks in this video, but I was like 21 weeks in 6 days. So technically I was already 22 weeks. And I'm 22 weeks doing this voiceover, and this is my first voiceover, but y'all already know today we're gonna be doing a lash cluster tutorial, okay? And I'm a volume type of girly. I like my lashes full of volume. So you can still use the same concept in the same tutorial if you like wispies and stuff like that. But we're gonna be getting straight into it. Make sure y'all like, comment, and subscribe. Join the family. Literally such a vibe over here, honey. Period. Yes, ma'am. So y'all can definitely check out Amazon. I get a lot of questions asking me where do I get my lash cluster sets from. I get them a lot from TikTok shop. I know a lot of my supporters don't have TikTok, so you can definitely find them on Amazon, and I will link them in my Amazon storefront. And the lash cluster box comes with the lash cleaner, the brush, everything that you need. This is the glue that I use. It's the Salon Pro 30-second eyelash glue. I know it look like hair glue, but it is eyelash glue. It's designed for your eyes, and I love it. I've been using it for literally years. You get what I'm saying? Because the glue that comes in the lash cluster box, like the little bond and the seal, I honestly feel like you don't get a long hold. You probably get like 3 or 4 days max. Me, I like to wear my lashes personally up to almost a week and a half, 2 weeks, until I need to do a refill or put on a whole new set. I'm going to get more into the lash cluster boxes and what they consist of a little bit later on in the video, so just continue to keep watching. But your girl always start off with a lash serum. A lash serum is going to protect your eyelashes, it's going to help your eyelashes grow, and it's going to help them be strong as well. So always use a lash serum before you use like lash clusters, or even if you get individual lashes done professionally, use a lash serum. Now, me personally, I never really use the lash curler because I don't know how to use it, nor do I know the benefits of using one. I really don't be seeing no difference, so I don't even know if I'm using it right, to be honest, okay? So you can use the lash curler, you don't have to use the lash curler. That's really up to you, okay? But we're about to go ahead and get straight into it. So we're gonna get that 30-second Salon Pro glue, and what I personally like to do is I like to start with the longest length that's in the palette. And in this palette, the longest length was 18. I tried to show y'all, but it's 18. And usually what I do is I start off with 2 18s. Y'all be asking me for my lash map, and this is my lash map that I use for every lash cluster set that I get. I get the 18 and I dip it in some glue. You get what I'm saying? Dip it in some glue, and I like to put my lashes underneath. I know a lot of people like to put their lashes over their lash line, but I like to put mine underneath like this. And you don't want to put it directly on your lash line. Like, you don't want to put it on the white meat. Do not put it on the white meat. You want to put it like a little bit, like a little inch or a centimeter away from that lash line. You get what I'm saying? That white meat. And whatever you do to one side, you want to do to the other, so both of your eyes can look like sisters, okay? They may not look like twin sisters, but they gonna look like sisters. And like I said, I go in with 2 18s. You get what I'm saying? I used to use the Sassy eyelash glue. It looks just the same in the same bottle, but my hair stores don't carry it anymore, so I would have to probably order it. But you know, I like to get my stuff right then and there when I need something, so I'll be going to the hair store to get it. Doing your lash cluster is really easy, and it is really good on time. It really only takes me about 10 minutes to do my own lashes. The next link that we're going to go into is going to be a 16, and usually I do 2 18s and 2 16s, and I just do so forth. And you use the same process. You lift up your eyelid, apply it to your eyelash, not your waterline, and you just keep going. You get what I'm saying? And that's just the process that I really do throughout this whole video. I'm not going to lie. I really hope I'm not moving too fast in this video, because if I didn't speed it up just a little bit, I promise you this video would probably be like 30 minutes long, okay? So I'm saving y'all the time in the house, because literally it's just the same process, just different lengths. Now this length, I am going in with a 14. So I did an 18, 2 18s, 2 16s, 1 14. And I'm pretty sure I'm going to end up going in with another 14. I usually just do 2 of 2, so like 2 18s, 2 16s, 2 14s, 1 12, and 1 10, because by the time I get to the corner of my eye, I really don't be having that much space anyway. So once I start getting in the corner of my eye, I do 1 12 and 1 10. That's all that I do. 2 18s, 2 16s, 2 14s, 12, 10. That is my lash map. If you don't have the 30-second Salon Pro eyelash glue, if you don't have no type of eyelash glue other than the eyelash glue that they give you inside the kits, you can use that too. All you have to do is just apply the bond like mascara, apply the lash, the same technique that I'm doing here. I promise you it is easy. With the lash cluster sets, usually the lash cluster sets that I get, they come with the lashes, the tweezers, the bond, the seal, the remover, and some spoolies as well. You need help finding some lash cluster sets or lash cluster boxes, I will link them in my Amazon storefront down below following my beacons link. This next step is very important. After you do the first layer and after the first layer is done, because my first layer is done, you know what I'm saying, you want to get the lash tweezers and you want to go in and be careful, but you want to squeeze the lashes together. That is to make sure and to ensure that your lashes are not going anywhere. You get what I'm saying? If you made it this far in this video, drop your butterflies down below so I know that you is staying tuned, okay? And if you have any other questions, definitely leave them down below in the chat and I got you. But we are on to the second layer. And before y'all get confused, I literally do the same lash map that I did for the first layer. 2 18s, 2 16s, 2 14s, 12 10. I literally do the same thing. Now, me personally, what I always tell people to do, whenever you're going in with your second layer, do it what you like. You get what I'm saying? Do what you like, because maybe what I'm doing right now is probably too full of a volume for you, or maybe you don't like the look that I'm wearing or I'm going for. You get what I'm saying? So you fill them in as to your desire. So if you want to do 1 18, 1 16, 1 14, a 12 and a 10, you do that. It's just up to you. You fill the second layer in how you would like your lashes to be filled in and how you would like the volume to be, all that good stuff. You get what I'm saying? I know I'm extra AF and I like the dramatic look. I like my lashes to be bold. I like them to be long. I like them to have spikes in them. So I like a lot of volume in my lashes personally. But like I said, you can use the same technique if you're doing a wispy set, something more classy, like thin. You get what I'm saying? You can use the same technique. I promise you. Now, a lot of girlies do have their own lash cluster mapping concept. I really feel like as you get better with doing your own lashes, you kind of come up with your own lash cluster map. This is just my personal lash cluster map. I use it for literally every kit that I get, every brand that I use the same lash cluster technique, the lash cluster mapping technique. And a lot of y'all ask me in the comment section, how do you remove these lash clusters? All you really need is something that's oil based. So that can be coconut oil, you can use Vaseline, you can use Aquaphor, you get what I'm saying? Something that's easy on your eyes. Use something that's got oil in it because it's going to loosen up that glue, okay? So you're not pulling out any of your lashes. Now this is where the tricky part get in. If you like spikes and you want to have that spike look, you need to follow this step by step. I'll only do this if I don't have any lash cluster sets that come with spikes, but there are some lash cluster sets that do come with spikes. Keep that in mind. But usually I get the longest length in one of my lash cluster sets that have up to like 24 mm's. And this one I'm going in with some like 22 mm's, and what I did was cut the weft in half so it can make 2 individual lashes. And this is what it's going to do, is kind of thin it out a little bit. And with the spikes, you're not going to place them along your eye like how we did the first layer and the second layer. What we're going to do is we're going to place one on the end, make a space, place another one, make another space, place another one, make another space, place another one. You see how I spaced them out? This is still the same one that I cut in half. So this is basically like the second spike, and you want to space them out so they're not looking clumped up or bunched up. And this is what is going to get you the spike look. But if you want to work smarter and not harder, just go ahead and get you the lash cluster sets that come with the spikes. I just didn't have any on hand, so I had to hand make my own spikes by cutting other lash clusters that I had and have to make my own. And the spikes are there to just add a more dramatic look and to add more volume into your lashes as well, and also add more definition. This will be step 3 in the process because this will technically be the third layer, but this layer is not mandatory. You do not have to do this one. This is by choice. This is only if you want that spike look. The other question that I get is how long do my lashes last whenever I'm using this specific glue? And honestly, me personally, I feel like it just depends on the person and how you're taking care of your lashes. You get what I'm saying? Me personally, my lashes stay on for probably like a week to a week and a half. You get what I'm saying? I do want to try out a stronger glue if there is one out there. I'm going to have to do my research or go check out my hair store. You get what I'm saying? Just see if there's a stronger glue out there, and I will have to update y'all on how to do. But we're about to go ahead and get into the bottom lashes because I get a lot of questions about bottom lashes too, and it's literally the same concept, the same technique, and they were really easy and quick to do. So let's get into it. So a lot of lash cluster sets comes with like size 8s or size 9s, and what I do is what I did with the spikes, and I cut them in half. Like I get the lash cluster and I cut them in half, and that's just because you don't want your lashes, your bottom lashes, to be thick, like the weft at the end to be thick. You get what I'm saying? I've been seeing a lot of girlies, no tea, no shade, on TikTok that be doing their bottom lashes and it look like they damn near have a whole strip at the bottom of their lash because they don't cut them in half to make them look flush or to try to even make them look natural. You get what I'm saying? You don't want to make it look like you got spiders on your face. And all you do is get the lash cluster, dip it in the glue, hold your bottom lash down, and apply it on your bottom lash line. Just literally the same technique for the top lash. Honestly, if you just follow me in what I'm doing in this video, you shouldn't have any problems because I'm literally breaking it down. I'm up close and personal. I'm showing you everything and all my techniques of what I do. You get what I'm saying? A lot of people ask me as well, how many do you add to your bottom lashes? It's however many you desire, honestly. I can't really tell you what you like. That would have to be something that you personally have to answer because you know what you like. You get what I'm saying? Me personally, I like to go all the way up into my inner corners like this. You get what I'm saying? And that is how y'all do a full volume lash cluster set, top and bottoms, honey. Yes, ma'am. Clock it. I hope y'all enjoyed today's video and I hope y'all learned something about the lash clusters. If you have any other questions, please drop them down below in the chat in the comment section, and you know your girl got you. Also, check out my pregnancy playlist to keep up with my pregnancy. I love y'all. Thank y'all so much for all the love and support, and I'll catch y'all in the next video.